Hey everybody, welcome back. We're going to do Bruce Salzberg's CDC and Elk Cripple. And this is the original here. Here's my tiny variation, just a cider because I'm old and can't see so well. But here's an attempt at an image to show how this rides. It rides with that curved hook down in the water. So this is a curved shank hook, deer hair. And I tried it with a bunch of, this is a size 16, so a little bit smaller size. I tried it with a bunch of different hair, and I'll talk about that in a second. At a natural CDC, what Hans Velleman calls type 1. And here's just a little of that colored poly yarn that I'm going to use for the cider. I'm going to use nano silk here just because I'm going to work it through the deer hair, and I want to crank on the deer hair to keep it on top and work through it to stand that wing up. So I want something thin and something I can crank down. But just start the thread on the hook and work your way back deep into the bend. And we're going to tie this just like Hans Velleman does the CDC and Elk. Hans and Bruce were good friends, Bob Wyatt. So this is kind of following up on my Bob Wyatt video. In one of Bob's books, he talks about how Bruce came up with this fly, ran out of CDC and Elks, and went back to the car. He only had curved hooks, so he started to try and tie it there. Oh, wait, okay, so trap in the tip. You're going to stroke all the CDC fibers forward, trap in the tip, and then do one wrap under the tip, one wrap above it to trap it. And we're going to wrap the CDC, no twisting. So you're going to wrap the CDC up the body, and because you stroke the fibers forward at the beginning there, it stays tight and together, and as you get to the loose fibers, before you wrap, just stroke them back, and we're going to keep going up and stroking back when needed. And I'm going to run out of a little space here, so I'm going to adjust my hackle pliers up so I have a little bit more space. On bigger size hooks, you would have to go to a larger CDC feather, type 4, which may not be ideal. So this is a little bit better suited for smaller flies. And then just knock off that little tip there. So Bruce went back to tie up some more. Only had curved hooks, so started to do it. And then before he put the wing on, he was like, I'm going to reverse it like a cripple. And it proved to be a super awesome pattern. So this is one of the CDC and Elk variations. This is short and fine deer hair. I tried elk, mule elk. At the small sizes, you're gonna have to play around depending on the quality of your deer hair to see what floats. And you see I'm working it through the hair here to stand it up like you would a comparadon. Getting in front there, and now I'm going to gather all the butt ends, kind of separate them from the tips, and I caught a little CDC, so just get your bodkin to get that away from the butts, and you want to clip this so that there's a chunk of butts there, because as you get to the tips of various deer hairs, elk hair, the air structure inside the tip becomes a little bit more solid, and so it doesn't have as much floatability. So those butts are what's going to really give you the floatability. And so I'm just wrapping this poly yarn around the thread and then pulling it up and putting it in between the butts and there. And then I'm working through again the deer hair to stand it up and push all that tight together. And that's just, again, this is just for me. I didn't label this a variant because I don't know if that really qualifies as a variation. It's just adding a cider in there for old eyes. But this is a great pattern. This follows with kind of the DHE, but is in essence a riff on the CDC and Elk, which is a classic and such a great fish catcher. So I thought I'd share it quickly and throw it out there on the radar for you guys. And obviously you can vary the colors. You could use colored CDC if you're worried about matching a hatch. And there you go. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye.